Hello, welcome to Rooted and Becoming podcast. I'm Lily, your host of today's episode 4, which is Home is Not a Place. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Noonie. For those who will be watching this video later, I'm joined by my lovely sister. She's number 3, Noonie Thibodeau, and she was my first guest on my podcast series this year. So thank you so much for joining this live community chat. We are, this is January 18th, so the day before Martin Luther King Day. And I am sure there are a lot of things happening this weekend, a lot of celebrations and honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So I am not surprised that we don't have too many people tuning in, but that's all right. That's all right. I still would love the opportunity and am honored to have you join the podcast today. And I am recording the podcast so that I can share it with others in the future. So for those who have not yet subscribed, please join me, subscribe, hit a like, comment. I'm at goldtreeco, GoldTreeco, and I would love it if you can support the podcast. So thank you. So Noonie, wanted to ask, have you seen the podcast with Representative Mai Xiong?
I've been wanting to, but
You have not.
I
That's
thought,
okay. Okay, that is totally fine. The audio is a little muffled, but I think you said is you haven't seen it. So what I want to do is would love the opportunity. She was so kind to provide a promo, and I'm going to play it just so folks know what the podcast's about. So I would love the opportunity to share. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just play. It's a very short promo. Here we go.
Hello, friends. I want to share something really meaningful with you. I recently sat down with Lily on her podcast, Rooted and Becoming, for a conversation titled Home is Not a Place. As someone who was born in a refugee camp after my family fled Laos, the idea of home has always been complicated for me. And I know that's true for so many immigrant and refugee families. In this episode, we talk honestly about belonging, about growing up between two cultures, about carrying our family's story, sacrifices, and hopes, and about what it really means to build a home when your life begins in displacement. This conversation is personal, reflective, and deeply human. It's about identity, resilience, and reclaiming our sense of belonging, not just for ourselves, but for our future generations. If you've ever felt caught between two worlds or wondered where you truly belong, I hope you'll take some time to watch and listen. You can find episode 4 of Rooted and Becoming, Home is Not a Place, on YouTube. Thank you for being part of this conversation. I hope it meets you where you are. Hello,
Yay!
friends. I want to share something really.
Oh my goodness. I was just so excited. So excited to have her on the podcast. She is in Michigan, the first Hmong policy lawmaker. Yes. Isn't that amazing? And her, yes, she's representing. And in her journey, she herself was born in the refugee camps. And so if you do get a chance to listen to the podcast, she talks about her personal experience and the challenges with cultural identity and what have you. And she's definitely a great role model for us all in overcoming and having that mindset of resilience and legacy building. So it was a true honor to meet her, to interview her, and I have no doubt we will see great things come from her office. And anyhow, please do watch the podcast if you have a chance. So let's I wanted to ask you, when you think of home, what does home feel like for you?
For me, it's like a safe haven. haven. The way mom and dad did it was they always made sure it was safe for us. They provided food and shelter and a lot of love with the people surrounding us, the neighbors, and everywhere they took us, they easily connected to people, you know,
Mhm.
and also just the community that they built around us and bringing us and just nurturing us with helping others always, like the
Mhm.
temple or helping other refugee camps, people that came to the United States, you know, we were there
Mhm.
to help other people that were like us. And
Yeah.
yeah, so that helped. Um, and making
Yeah.
friends with new people. That's what I remember seeing is that mom and dad always made friends in the neighborhood. So
Yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate you sharing that. I agree. I think when I think of home and the idea of building home, it's more than just our nuclear family. It's that community. It's building a broader community to support each other. And I remember getting together, with growing up, we would have gatherings and celebrations, New Year celebrations, and go to the temples and have offerings and just a great sense of community and helping each other when we needed it. Um, that's definitely something that I recall. And I think in your when in our interview in episode 1, you mentioned also building community and to create that sense of belonging. That's been one of the biggest, I think, sort of pillars, if you will, for how you felt success and how you were able to achieve success um, was establishing that community for yourself. Yeah. Um, is there now creating home now for yourself, for your kids, your family, and you guys are living in Virginia now. You'd moved out there from California a couple of years ago, years back. And is there a small practice that you do now to help yourself feel more rooted? Um, are there some traditions that you have established within your own home?
we've I guess we've started doing things more together, like gardening is something that
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
mom and dad enjoyed working with their hands. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's so much to that. So we've
Mm-hmm.
been planting trees and trying to help the earth and just trying to make the garden feel more like home for us,
Yeah.
you know, because it's nice to have oak trees and things like that. But now that we have a greenhouse and a fruit orchard and you know, growing things that we can give to our neighbors. So we
Yeah.
live in a close knit neighbor where it's they're all retired, and so it is kind of nice, especially now that I'm taking care of Craig's mom. So it's
Uh-huh.
nice to see that she can make friends with, you know, people her age group. So it is rewarding. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah. A great sense of community for sure. So
hmm
what fruit, you said you're growing fruit, which what fruit trees do you guys have?
Well, we're trying to grow our Asian
Really?
pear, and I also want to grow our different was it we have we have different crab apples, and
Oh,
I think now we're going to try to grow pawpaw. They're native Virginia, just like cherry moya.
uh-huh.
So it's that
Really?
custard, yes. So we're going to
Really?
try to grow that
And it's
here.
called Can you say it one more time? What is it called?
It's called pawpaw. It's
Pawpaw.
almost like cherry moya. Yeah.
Really? It
Yes.
doesn't, is
It's
it,
just like a custard. There's like it's you know it's like the same seeds. When you cut it open, it looks like a cherry moya,
it
but you can
looks
get
like
them. Yeah,
a,
but it's just more like a big. Well, it's not the same shape, but it's a little different. Like it's like mango, but
okay.
there's a mango pawpaw. So yeah, you have to look it up. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have,
They don't sell it because it bruises easily. So that's why they don't sell it in the supermarket. But it's native to Virginia, so it's interesting. And the fact that Craig uses well his drawings of marquetry of dogwood is something that is also a big deal here because Virginia is known for dogwood flowers.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, something
Hmm.
like that. It's just like wow, we'd actually you know came here to a place that we um, enjoy marquetry, like his favorite wood. Yeah, we've never thought of that. It was interesting. Yeah. So we have two dogwood trees that we planted, so it'll be really nice to see. Yeah.
I can't wait. We'll have
Yeah.
to make plans to come out and
Hmm.
visit.
Yeah. And
Um,
there's also persimmon too. So
oh, you have
we're gonna
which
start.
which one? Like the one that's like the peach shape, or
Yeah,
is it?
we have one with the peach one, and then also the other one is like the one that mom has in her
Yeah,
backyard, just the regular. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Kind of like the pumpkin, small little
Hmm.
mini.
Yeah.
I I don't know what the species what the name is, but yeah, I do enjoy persimmons as well. So when is the season to harvest pawpaws?
Usually for the fall, like
In
you're
the
looking
fall?
at September, October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just to know, I just want to make sure I know when to consider visiting. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We don't
Oh,
need to arrange it, coordinate based on that, but
mhm.
it's just good to know. Very
Yeah.
nice. Um, Talking about going back to the home is not a place, and um, do you remember your first memory of home here in the US? Like, what is the very first memory that you have?
I think the first memory I had was like I think we went to school the first time going to
Yeah.
school. Yeah. Like we didn't speak anything. Well, we didn't speak any English, of course, but it was just like we got to see what the classroom looked like and just sitting there and the teacher speaking to us. And it's just everything's all new. And you kind
Hmm.
of just like take it all in. And yeah, it's amazing. Never
That
seen
gave,
so many people. Yeah.
that gave you a sense of home.
Yeah,
Of
kind of. Yeah.
belonging. Yeah.
Hmm.
I remember I have just different memories of where we lived in Broadway. Um and one of them being I remember um dad coming back with some friends where they went and brought a truck bed full of snow just
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
just so that we
Yeah.
could touch it and feel like what snow is. And I think I would have to imagine they went up to like Ramona, like Julian, um,
Hmm.
uh, during the season, and brought that back. And I'm sure, they hauled more than what was left by the time they got to.
A truckload. Yeah, that's actually pretty good
Yeah.
size.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that idea of snow. And the very first time I saw it, I thought it was detergent. I thought it was the foam. Um,
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean? Like what is
Hmm.
all of this? It's like, wouldn't that have been amazing?
Yeah. Hmm.
It was actually like foam. Um, but yeah, that was one of my memories of um just those things. And then of course, having our first Christmas, and Molly buying l- literally, I think it looked like, a Christmas tree out of the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember the gifts, even though the gifts were candy, you know,
Mm.
a bar, a chocolate bar or something. I was just
Gum,
thinking that was
gum.
probably the best Christmas gift ever, I swear, to kids.
It's, we're just so happy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the idea of giving and sharing and it, it was a beautiful gesture, very beautiful gesture. That's also a fond memory of home. Um, but I think I also had some scary memories of home as well. But anyhow, it was large in terms of, because we were in an apartment and there were so many units that all looked the same. I think praying
Yeah,
to get
you just had to remember the
back
number. Yeah,
home.
the number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so is there so your tradition now is one of your traditions is around gardening and building that. I recall you also doing a lot of baking.
That's
Like you
true. Yes.
I don't know if you still do that or you do it so often that it's second nature and you don't think of it as sort of, something out of the ordinary. But I just recall you baking cinnamon rolls and bread
And now
and it was every week you did it at least every week.
yeah, I think I still make bread, but I don't follow recipe. Yeah.
Well, because you
Yeah.
probably have it ingrained in your head. You
Yeah.
can recite it in your sleep. You could probably, yeah, recite it in your sleep. So is that now just a regular practice for you to bake bread every week?
I guess it's just fresh bread is always it always tastes good. So that's what I
Oh,
like about it. It's like you just make it in the morning and just let it sit. And
mhm.
so yeah, I just find some people don't like baking because they don't like their hands in the bread. But
Ah,
I don't know. I've never had an issue with that. It feels great to touch the bread when it's ready to bake. It's
yeah.
raw. Yeah, you proof it twice. Proofing means that you let it sit for a while. Yeah. So, but it's not bad. Yeah, I enjoy that. And then the problem I have is that sometimes when you decide you want to make a pie or a cheesecake, that it's intimidating at first. But if you actually read the recipe, it's not that bad. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, so you get to the point where like my first time I made key lime pie and it was so good. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Key
Yeah.
lime pie.
Yeah, with no eggs, but just with condensed milk and key lime and some Greek yogurt. That's it. It's a little healthier.
Uh-huh.
So you don't use eggs at all. Yeah.
Sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Um, so when you're baking bread, like do you have a go-to or do you change it up or is it just a French baguettes? Is that kind of your go-to?
I think so, but you can change it up too. You can add different spices and different flavors like sun-dried tomatoes or black olives to make it different. And you can
Yeah,
also add different wheat and different oats to make it different, yeah.
okay.
And rye bread, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's so nice. That's so nice. Well, it looks like we have Bupe, who's not able to um, come on speaker, but she will be listening. And thank you so much for joining us, Bupe. So she is number 5, is my sister. I love that we're catching up. This is like
Yes.
our weekly catch up. I love it. I love it. Or monthly, whatever catch up. This is great. Um, yeah, well, when I had the opportunity of staying with you, one of the pleasures is eating so well. Oh my gosh. I just love I'm fed, I'm taken care of. You're so sweet. And even I remember the time that I went out and stayed with you for um several days. You brought me snacks and you just yeah, you're an amazing host. Nuni. And I want to say because we also did D&D, is your son,
That's
Darren.
right. We played
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons. Yep.
he is like Dungeon and Dragons master. I think he deserves that title. Because the couple times that we played, wow. I he had I felt like he had some, even though it was all manual, it felt like he had a console, like like he was like the Wizard of Oz. It felt like he had all these instructions and new yeah, anyhow, I really enjoyed playing D&D with Darren, and I suggested that he use that as if he wanted to hustle, he can do kids' birthdays or even adult birthdays. I'm sure adults would love to have, because it's not just
It's
his
role playing, so it's kind of nice. Yeah.
yeah, it's real. That's right. And and his knowledge level of D&D is pretty high level that I think even the adults would really enjoy it. So but I know he's a college student and very busy. I'm sure
Yes, he is.
doing D&D parties is not top priority for him, but anyhow, but you guys were playing that like I recall before the kids went off to college about once a week.
Yes, that's about right. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
that for a while. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
was fun.
And the whole family got into it. It wasn't just the fact that I came and visited. You had grandma playing.
That's
You had
right.
it was everybody. Everybody. I loved how yeah, not that I think seeing grandma come out of her shell, and she was not, I want to say we were all just playing fair, but like ruthless. I mean, everybody wants
Yeah,
to
she was
win.
playing. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
ruthless.
everybody
Yeah,
wants to win. And so I love seeing that. I love seeing that come out of her.
Mhm.
The yeah, very, very fun indeed. Um, so I wanted to ask if you can, I don't know if you want to share, in terms of home is not a place. If there are things that you wish you have more time to do, that I know we've talked about things that we have done, and sort of small practices and traditions that you've created. But are there things that you feel like you wish you can do that you just haven't, that's on your list of things to create a sense of home?
Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
I have to think about it. Well, I've taken a bigger role now that we've been here for 3 years. I'm now secretary of or church at our parish. So
Oh
yeah,
goodness.
so
Congratulations.
thank you. Um, so that's nice because then I could reach more people that need help in our community.
Uh-huh.
So for the Saint Victoria Roman Catholic Church here.
Mhm.
So that would be good. Yeah. So I'm helping
Uh-huh.
other Christians to become Catholic. So that's a
Oh,
good thing. Yeah.
Wow, that is wonderful, Noonie, because I don't recall you taking such a big role with the church out here. So this is a new sort of step for you for sure. That's or were you this involved with
With the church in Blessed Sacrament in San Diego, I was probably sponsors for a family who was
yes.
going through their catechumen, going through that process.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've always volunteered
Mhm.
for that to help out for the
Oh,
church, and also they had Sunday Bible school for the kids that I helped out with for them being getting confirmed
mhm,
for their sacraments. Yeah,
mhm. That's wonderful.
yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. And I know that I've seen pictures that you've shared and you and the family, you guys are also involved in some of the local charity like races. Um I
Hmm.
think I don't know if it was a 5K or something like that, but it looks like you guys are getting
Yeah.
involved in the community service as well.
Yeah, that's Clara Parker. That's for sponsoring it's kids with cancer. So we've been trying to raise money for that, much needed for them. Yeah.
That's
So,
wonderful. Yeah. And I know Bupe can't talk, but
I
or
can
maybe
now.
she can. Maybe
oh,
she can.
good. Yay.
She's very involved. She's very involved also in her church, I think with Sunday school and um so you guys are super busy. You're more busy than me. Um but yeah, I have so much I'm very inspired by you both for sure. And one of the things that I don't think I mentioned this to you, Noonie, since we're all catching up.
Hmm.
But Bube and I are doing a workshop at the Apache conference in April this year. So it is at the Apache National Conference April 12th, and we're doing a workshop around storytelling and building legacy and resilience for the Asian Pacific American in higher education, professional
Education.
higher education. And I think I'm butchering it, Bupe.
Well, yeah, I saw
But
that on Facebook that she posted, which is
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I'm super excited that to be side by side with her on a great topic. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. And what else is coming? Actually, you are coming out the week before for the Lao New Year, which is going to be held April, I believe
Fourth.
April 4th and
Hmm.
5th at the Escondido Center for Arts. Um, and I'm looking forward to having you back in San Diego. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. We have Molly in the house.
Oh, good.
Just just got in. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's okay. I'm like this is our the sisters we're creating the home is not a place. That's right. It's on right now it's on Zoom. We are all catching up. It's great. This is wonderful. Yeah, I think I was telling Noonie earlier that with today being right in the middle of the um Martin Luther King sort of, the long weekend, right? I'm sure folks decided to take some time, take advantage of all the festivities and events that are happening. So I'm excited and happy that you guys were able to just take a break and dial into this. So thank you, Molly, as well. But yeah, so Nooney's coming out here early April, and we're gonna celebrate Lao New Year with her, and there'll be other things that we have planned that I'm looking forward to. But that's gonna be super special because I think it's been 3 years since Nooney left left San Diego or California, moved to Virginia. That was very tough. I think the whole family, all the sisters, because for the first time, we felt like, you know, like it was a big loss, right? Like it was such a separation to go to the other side of the US. And so we've missed you, Noonie, and cannot wait to have you for New Year's. It's going to be so
Yes.
much fun, so much fun. And hopefully Bupe and everybody we'll all be able to sit and eat and celebrate. Yeah. Okay.
So, something I
Uh,
wanted to share, Lee, just thank you for interviewing Representative Mai Xiong. So
Yeah.
it was just really nice to see, right, a someone that looks like me, looks like
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
that could be representing just representing people in the US government. I mean, that's
Yeah.
huge.
That is huge. That is so
it's
huge.
it's really
See,
huge.
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
listen to her, see, I don't want to be, I don't want to come up as wrong or, you remember I told you I grew up different from you guys. I come to US is not a shock to me, remember? Because I'm exposed to everything. Because I was raised away from you guys, remember?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I was not shocked. I see all nationality in a capital city because, our family on mom's side is international.
Hmm.
Our great uncle is a Frenchman. So I see everything. So I'm not shocked. So that's why home to me is here, because the country that I was at, Dad didn't tell me like, oh, do we have to leave? But looking back of all the Vietnamese communists come to ask me personally where my father is, then ask mom, and then ask dad. So to me, that's not my home because they want to kill us. So we have to
Yeah.
leave. So
Yeah.
that's why this is my
Call a
home.
place. It's hard to call a place home that didn't welcome you there. Right?
Yes, because they were like actually searching for dad. I mean, hunting
Yeah.
him down. So that
Yeah.
to me is like, that's why when I become your citizenship, I didn't do a dual citizenship. No,
Gotcha.
that's the
Gotcha.
reason.
Mhm. Thank you
So,
for sharing that, Molly. Thank you. That's
so
yeah,
I
I think
still, uh
go ahead.
I still remember when he come and asked me. I was only 10 years old, and he couldn't even speak English, I mean Laotian that well.
Mhm.
I still remember till this day what he asked me. So,
I'm
but
sure
he's
you
very
could
good
hear
information.
the voice, right? You could still hear kind of like that
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah. The broken Laotian, because I go,
Mhm.
you're not Laotian. You might look
Mhm.
Asian, but you're not Laotian. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, your memories are that was the first time that I learned that you didn't live with us. That was that episode for hopefully folks will tune into that because I think it's yeah, episode 3 for sure. Very powerful, very powerful. Um and yeah, Bupe, I completely agree. It is nice to see someone who looks like us that is a lawmaker. And there is a second, as she mentioned,
Yeah.
there's a someone from, I believe, she was Taiwanese American, I believe, that is also in politics. And then we have our first mayor in, I believe, in Minnesota. That
Yes,
is,
Minnesota.
that is
I think
Hmong.
I think it's important. It's not just in, US government, but just even in your workplace, right? To have somebody that looks like you makes a big difference too. Because people always assume things or that those experiences, right? Because I look this way, but my last name is different.
Right.
Yes, I married a white man, but my last name is different, but I'm still me. And I still came in as a refugee. I still was taught how to speak Lao, and that's how how we were raised. And so I think it makes a big difference. I mean, depending on how you were raised and how you came, and then also your experiences. Listening to episode 3, right? I had my children also listen in. So they learned a lot about their Auntie Malai. And I always knew she was raised with, grandma, right? But I didn't know to what extent, other than, I also took it a different way, Malai. I took it as, mom didn't want to raise us. You know what I mean? Like mom just didn't have time to raise you. So grandma just did it because it was easier for grandma. So I don't know. I think it just varies, right? Because we haven't had that conversation with mom. We really never had the conversation with her other than when I interviewed her about, coming to the US and what her dreams were for her children. That's the only thing I ever asked her. But just like what it was like for her as a young woman and dealing with, having a husband that's in the military and then having kids, right? At 16. So
Right. Yes, I mean, and I have thought of that. Wouldn't it be amazing to interview her? It's a conversation I think that I'll need to have with her. Whether or not she can do it. Just because I emotionally it is
it's hard. Yeah.
it is hard. Yeah. But I cannot imagine what she has gone through. So I definitely admire the courage and the strength that she had to shoulder for sure. So Bupe, I had asked Noonie, and I'd like to ask you and Molly, like when are there practices, or maybe if you want to, the first question was, what does home feel like for you when you think of the word home? What does that feel like? Is it a smell? Is it an image or a feeling? Like what is
Home
when
for
you
me is
hear the word
people.
people?
It's people. I
Mhm.
mean, to me, it doesn't matter if I'm in a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, we've lived in different types of environments. It's where my siblings are. So that was one of the hardest thing when I went away to college. And then when I went to Africa, right? Because I did that for myself, but I missed you guys. So and I always try to call you all as much as I can.
I would say out of all the siblings, you do the best. You are probably the best at making sure to stay connected with everyone. I have to give you if there's an award, that would be to you in terms of calling Noonie, calling me, yeah. I think you do a really good job with that. So yeah. Molly.
See, I never have the experience of moving away like you guys go away to college. I never had the experience. But home to me is like it's family, right? As long as you have your family, and then it doesn't matter new house, you move away from different places. If you have your family, and then you have your familiar place, thing like your blanket, something that remind you of all the family, and then that would give you some comfort. That's me. Why
Yeah.
they have all their old family picture, and
Yeah.
and then connect. You know, you can call and then email, even though you're
Yeah.
far away. But as long as you have your immediate family with you,
Yeah.
that's comfort, and then you're home. But I never experienced move away with when in high school or after high school. So I can't really experience that because mom, dad never let me leave. So so then when I
Wow.
got married, I'm like, I can't wait to leave.
Hmm.
Well, for me, I I I have different feelings about because and especially I think because I am a divorcee.
Mhm.
And so um I've had the image and thought of home has evolved for me. Um and definitely it it is the people for me for sure. But as I'm an empty nester. um I home is it is my sort of safe space. But I love being able to, have pictures on the wall and kind of create that environment for myself where I feel that safe space. But because, my kids are like out of the house, and because um the idea of marriage is different, or my this phase in my life is just different. Home has definitely evolved, the definition of it for me. And creating new traditions, I guess, has been something that I've been working on, and I continue to work on. Yeah. But I agree with all the different, I think, elements that everybody shared, for sure.
Yeah, if I
Rupe,
couldn't talk to you or see each other like this, I think it would be hard. I mean,
yeah,
yes, I can have pictures, but there's memories, right? I mean, I still have our cassette tapes from when we went to Magic Mountain and
yeah,
singing Islands in the Stream, with Noonie.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. I still have my boombox with the cassette tape, with Bad Boys Blues. And every once in a while, and actually I've given it to Grace now because Grace, for some reason, thinks it's a novelty and it's so cool to have a boombox. But anyhow, but yeah, no, those just, dancing with you guys. And I mean, yeah, like you said, Bupe, these are all memories. And I can't wait to make those memories again. Yeah, when Nooney's out here in April, we're gonna have to take advantage of every opportunity to be together. And because we'll have a chance to dance and celebrate and be together. Molly, let's see, I think Molly put in something in the chat. Um, Let me just check real quick.
Molly, what are you making?
Oh, yes. Yes, our home changes as we get older to fit our needs. That's so true. That's so true. I've even thought about, the stairs, you can get the seat that
Yeah,
that
it's too slow for me. I sat in one of those. It's too slow.
oh, this
Yeah,
I
we
thought
have one. Yeah,
that.
we have one for grandma. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You know how many times I almost fell down the stair because my knee gave out. I need to be
Oh,
careful. That's really.
Yes,
yes.
you need to be careful with the
Yeah,
stairs.
I almost
That's where
fell
I
down
go.
last week.
I go up backwards on my butt.
Oh, yes, that works too. That's so true. Um, yes, those are all the things that we need to be mindful of with home. But no, this is very special. Thank you so much. And before I forget, and I know Nuni, you are far away, but for those who aren't busy on Valentine's Day, I am hosting a Galentine's event at the Agua Herion Discovery Center. That's where I had my 50th birthday party.
Oh,
Yes, from 9:30 to 12:30 on Saturday, February 14th. So it's on Valentine's Day
morning or night?
morning. Morning.
No, I work, you know.
It
Oh.
depends on if they're playing CIF basketball. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, because you might want to attend if you can. We're doing like a sound bowl, like sound bath meditation.
Oh,
We're gonna raffle off a facial. So I'm raffling off Lily's favorites. That's what we're calling it. So there's going to be a facial, hair treatment, and hair products that all my favorites. There's going to be like beauty products. There's going to be a wine gift set, and so much more. We're going to have and a young artist drawing real time. You're going to be floored. This is someone that is he's gonna skyrocket. I mean, like, he's so amazing. He's only 12 years old and
wow.
so talented. I just cannot wait for you guys to meet this young man. And we're gonna have a charcuterie. There'll be appetizers, sangria, so much fun. So you'll see Denora because she's gonna be snapping pictures and all of that fun stuff. Please come. I would love for you guys to come and try your chance at winning the gifts.
Okay.
But it's just gonna be a fun Galentine's. Even though it says Galentine's, men are invited as well.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. But
Valentine's, friends.
yeah, Valentine's.
No.
Trying to get creative.
Yeah.
Anyhow, thank you so much for joining. This is great. I'm glad it kind of worked out for to see you all. We're missing Monica.
Huh?
Yeah.
He doesn't Zoom.
She does. That's right. We're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to work on it. Would be great to have the Fab Five. Fab Five on. But okay, have a beautiful rest of your weekend. And thank you for joining us on the live community chat for Home is Not a Place. And I love you all so much.
Love you
Love
too.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye.